Hey there, fighters. Luke Anderson again with mytbifight.com. Coming at you with another video. This one is going to be about a product, not that I sell, a product that I use for migraines. Anyway, it's this guy right here, the Cefaly Device. And so I'll just talk about the benefits that has been for me. I will not get into the technical side because I do not understand the technical side. So real quick, before I begin into that though, excuse me, thank you for coming by. Thank you for visiting me and for being a fighter and for being determined to find resources to either heal or get better yourself or a loved one. Because if you have found this video, you are obviously a fighter because I am a nobody on the internet. So you are very determined if you have found me. So thank you for being a fighter and for hanging in there. Also, if you are, excuse me, if you are currently or have formerly served in the U.S. military, thank you. Thank you for your service. I know that's cliche. I don't know how else to say it, but thank you. Thank you for all that you have done and everything that you do, because people like you are the reason this country is a free country, and that has stayed that way. Thank you. Thank you for protecting me and my family. Also, if you are law enforcement of any kind, thank you for what you do. You go in there day in and day out and you protect your states, your highways, your cities, your communities, your counties. You're out there day in and day out protecting us. Thank you for that. Thank you for sacrificing. If you're a firefighter or a first responder, thank you for doing the stuff that most people would not dream of doing. You're there when we need you the most. Thank you so much to all of you. Also, if you are a direct family member of any of them, thank you for your sacrifice. You may not directly serve, but you sacrifice each and every day. Thank you for that. So Cefaly Device, some of you have maybe not heard it, some of you maybe have, some maybe you even have tried it or are trying it. Excuse me, it's a device that was recommended to me by one of my newer neurologists here locally. He was like, "Hey, it sounds like I kind of found him kind of late in the game. I had already started going to Texas, and he's new to our city, and he kind of looked at my situation and said, "Sounds like you're doing everything right, but here's something that's kind of new to America, and it just got FDA approved, and less than a year ago, or about a year ago, and it's been working well, and it's called the Cefaly Device." So it comes in this guy right here, this nice this case. I don't know. It's kind of hard / squishy. Enough to protect it. Anyway, I don't know if any of you are familiar with a TENS unit. My grandfather always had one. He put it on his back. He used it like a magnet, essentially, to hit different nerves and muscle groups to help loosen things up. It's kind of like that, but for your head. There's a specific nerve in your head that it hits, or brain sensor or pain sensor, and it helps to stimulate that to help reduce your pain. So this is the old version. They have just recently announced the Cefaly 2, which is the new version. I do not have it because it is brand spanking new, and I've only been using it for a couple months, so I don't need a new one. But this is the old one. This crown looks like Wonder Woman's crown. My mom calls it Elven King crown from Lord of the Rings. We're kind of nerdy, so sorry. I'll probably reference a lot of stuff like that in my videos. Anyway, so here's the power button. Beeps at you. Then it blinks when it's on. Here's the back side. Yes, I know. Beeps at you because it's not connected. There's these little prongs that connect to your electrode, which I'll show you in a second. And then it hooks in right here. So you just like that. But you put on this guy first. It's a little sticky electrode, right? Peels off. These are good for about a month. or excuse me, I think it's technically 20 uses. You're supposed to use it every day. Put it on right here. Wash your forehead first. Got this little knobby thing right here, which connects to the electrode. Put it over your ears and then just set it on there like that. And then you just push the button. And what happens is it kind of feels shocky. I know that's not a real word, but you feel the electrical pulse. It runs off batteries. It kind of hurts, I'll be honest with you, when you first start doing it. It takes some getting used to. But it does start off very subtle. And then it slowly ramps up over the course of 20 minutes. And you're supposed to wear it for as long as possible, until the 20 minutes is up if you can. Honestly, it took me about a month to work up to 20 minutes, just because I guess I have a sensitive head or something. It would drain me, because it was just so different and everything. But the next day, I would always feel better. So I kept going, and they said use it for at least 30 to 60 days consistently, which I did. And I slowly started seeing benefit. And then between the 60, 90 day mark, I honestly didn't really pay attention. I just would just put my head down and just did it, just ground it out. And all of a sudden, one day I realized like it is like immediate, significant benefit to me. So I do it every day, and I feel benefit afterwards. It reduces my pain level. Say my pain is on a scale of 1 to 10, say it's a 7. I do this, it may drop it to a 6 or maybe even a 5. And numbers wise, it doesn't sound like a lot. Big difference for me, because that's the difference between being able to do a little bit around the house, but mostly being kind of sitting down or on the couch in a quiet environment, to up and about working out and being able to do the dishes even, different things like that are loud or require more energy, things like that. So even 1 or 2 points doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a big difference to me. And that's what this provides. It took a little while to build up to it, but once I'm built up to it, it is super helpful. So if you're dealing with head pain, even if you haven't had a traumatic brain injury or you know someone that is, I highly, highly recommend looking into Cefaly. You do need a prescription from a doctor, and I believe these run about $3.99 or $3.89, something like that. And then the little pad things, you get 3 for $25, I believe is what it is. These are all U.S. numbers, by the way. It originally was started, I believe, in Belgium. Anyway, so great product, great device. Makes you look like Wonder Woman or an Elven King, whichever one you prefer, and helps your head pain. So highly recommend you look into it. Cefaly. See if you can see Cefaly. Cefaly. Okay, check them out. I believe it's .us. Cefaly.us is the website, not .com. So anyway, check them out, and I'd recommend you give them a try. And maybe it'll help you. They have a 60-day money-back guarantee, by the way. So if you don't like it, you can always send it back. So you have nothing to lose. Check it out. All right, fighters, we'll talk to you later, and see you on the next video.